Okay, so earlier I was just been trying to have this thing go live, and it's playing games on me. So let's get into it. I hope you can see what I can see, and I can see what you can see. Just bear with me while I make some. Yeah, I'm hoping now we can. Oh yeah, now I can see what I'm doing. Awesome. So from yesterday, I started this thing earlier, but then I ran out. Okay, so from yesterday, what we have here is our mockup by pen, and we're gonna convert it into an HTML document. But what is the process? Let's think it through. So this is our logo. It runs across the page, so and set in the middle of the page. Then we have our plate wrapper. It's basically a chunk of a part of the page, a division of the page in which we have that. Here we have, and it's running across in a row, like so. We have a row here and a row here, and we have another row running this way, but inside this row, which is a form, we have a form inside, and it is divided into columns, and inside the columns we have like a row, so you have 3 columns in this row. Then we have an order info wrapper, which is also a column, a row, and we have columns, 3 columns in there. And then we have at the bottom here we have another row with a payment button. So we're gonna do that. So I've just basically blocked them out, named that a header and a plate wrapper, and we have another form plate wrapper, and the order info, and the customer wrapper, and those are the chunks of data we have. So basically what we start with is, if we start thinking in HTML language, sorry, my son is a bit noisy, he's in the background here, he doesn't listen very well. In the HTML language, this would be an H1, which is a title. An H tag is a title tag, H1, like that, and we have H1 until H6. Yeah, and then what wraps it around is called a header tag. You know. And then here we have, so basically at the whole page we will wrap it into something, a division, maybe we'll call it a div tag. Maybe we'll give it a class of wrapper, dot wrapper. Show all this to you once we start coding it. But so we're just breaking it down, and when it comes to writing these tags, it becomes really easy. So our document tree, we have a div wrapper. Inside the div wrapper, which wraps the whole page, we have an H tag. Inside the header tag, inside a header tag, we have an H1, which is our title, that we can probably have an image inside, but we'll just use the words plates. And then after the header tag, we have a div that we are going to call what? The plate wrapper. So we have a div. Hanu. We have a div that we're gonna call the plate wrapper. Yeah, plate wrapper. Yeah, and then inside we will have another div probably that will wrap our whole content, and then probably inside we'll have an image floated to the left, so the image will cover this whole area, and then we will have probably a paragraph tag, a p tag, you know. We'll have an image tag here, and we'll have a p tag here. This will just be a div, yeah. Inside the wrapper we'll have a div to hold everything. So inside this div we'll have an image, and then we'll have a paragraph that will hold the words, and then after that we'll have this as a div. This div is just called what is called here platform. Inside that we'll have we'll divide it into 3 using either grid, CSS grid or flex, but we'll divide it into 3 columns. The browser should be able to do that. And then we'll have a flag drop down. So this is a drop down, a select. We'll have a select, this one here, and this one will be just an input, just a normal input, text of type text input, and this one will be a checkbox, an input of type checkbox, you know. And basically that's it. And then here we will just have a button, you know, a button, yeah. And that inside, you know, this column will have a button there, and then we'll have that closes this div platform. And now we come to this order. This I'll just put here a div, yeah, and this div here is our, we'll have 3 columns in this one, and then this basically, I'll write on the bottom here. So this basically is another div, and it will have inside, it will have inputs, yeah. Our inputs will be probably customer details. Will have like first name, last name. We'll probably have a phone number, input around here, and then we'll have for our shipping, this will also be a div, yeah, to hold all this information. We'll have another, we'll have inputs, you know, and this inputs will basically be address, and probably notes. So in address, you know what goes into an address. Notes or comment, actually just say comments. So probably have a div here, a comments here. So comments will have text area, and then for address we'll have first line inputs, we'll have locality, maybe we'll have city and postcode. If I can write today, I don't know. And then I don't know, I don't see the need for this order details. Maybe display this here so the customer can confirm that what they've entered is right. You know, we'll see what to do with this. And then just a button here. This button will fire a model that we will use to process the payments. So that's basically it. And now you know, we probably have a footer down here for the whole page, and our footer tag, same to the header tag, is wrapped in the div wrapper up there. Alright, so that's basically it. Now I'm gonna record another video for the markup. You know, we're gonna go onto the computer now. With all this information, it's easier very quickly to code. So let's go to coding. Okay, awesome.
Wait, we need some food. So we can